A significant shift has occurred in the world of online advertising, revealing a complex network behind widespread cyber threats. The implications of this discovery extend far beyond just ad fraud. It highlights the vulnerabilities within our digital ecosystems. On September 25, 2025, a report surfaced identifying a group known as Vane Viper as a major player in malicious advertising technology. This network has been operating for over a decade, employing a web of shell companies to obscure its activities. According to cybersecurity firm Infoblox, Vane Viper not only facilitates ad fraud but also actively runs its own campaigns, leveraging compromised websites to spread various forms of malware. In this video, we'll delve into the details of Vane Viper's operations, the technologies they exploit, and the broader impact on cybersecurity. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. On September 25, 2025, new insights emerged about Vane Viper's extensive operations, revealing that the group has generated a staggering 1 trillion DNS queries in just 1 year. This massive volume underscores the scale of their malvertising and ad fraud activities, which have been intricately woven into the fabric of online advertising over the past decade. The technical report from Infoblox, in collaboration with Guardio and Confiant, highlights that Vane Viper not only brokers traffic for malware distribution but also actively engages in its own malicious campaigns. This dual role complicates efforts to track and mitigate their impact, as they capitalize on the vulnerabilities of web platforms, notably exploiting insecure WordPress sites to expand their network of compromised domains. One of the most alarming tactics employed by Vane Viper involves the manipulation of push notification permissions. By abusing service workers, they can deliver ads even after users have navigated away from the initial page, maintaining a persistent connection that allows for continuous engagement with unsuspecting victims. This technique not only enhances their reach but also complicates user efforts to escape unwanted advertisements. In late 2024, Guardio Labs unveiled a campaign named Deception Ads linked to Vane Viper, which showcased how their infrastructure facilitated social engineering tactics reminiscent of click-fix schemes. This campaign was attributed to Monetag, a subsidiary of Propeller Ads, which itself is part of a broader conglomerate, AdTech holding. Notably, Propeller Ads has a history of being flagged for malvertising, raising questions about the integrity of their operations and the accountability of their parent company. The sheer number of domains associated with Vane Viper is staggering, with estimates suggesting around 60,000 active domains at any given time. Many of these domains are transient, typically remaining operational for less than a month. However, a select few have proven to be resilient, with some active for over 1,200 days. This pattern indicates a strategic approach to domain registration, as Vane Viper has shown an alarming capability to scale its operations, registering up to 3,500 new domains in a single month. Vane Viper's infrastructure is not isolated. It reportedly shares connections with other entities like URL Solutions and Webzilla, further complicating the threat landscape. The interconnectedness of these companies raises concerns about the potential for coordinated campaigns and the proliferation of disinformation, as seen in previous operations attributed to Russian influence efforts. While Propeller Ads denies any involvement in malicious activities, stating that it serves merely as an intermediary for advertisers, the evidence suggests a more intricate relationship. Vane Viper operates under the guise of an adtech platform, leveraging the complexities of digital advertising to mask its true intentions. This dual identity blurs the lines between legitimate advertising and malicious activities, posing a significant challenge for cybersecurity professionals aiming to protect users from evolving threats. The impact of Vane Viper's extensive network reaches far and wide, affecting various stakeholders in the digital landscape. First and foremost, everyday internet users are at risk, as they unknowingly interact with compromised websites and malicious ads that can lead to identity theft, financial loss, and exposure to malware. This threat is exacerbated by Vane Viper's sophisticated techniques, such as abusing push notification permissions, which allow them to deliver intrusive ads even after users leave a web page. Businesses, particularly those relying on digital advertising for revenue, also face significant consequences. The prevalence of malvertising undermines the integrity of online advertising ecosystems, eroding trust between advertisers and platforms. Companies that inadvertently host Vane Viper's ads may suffer reputational damage and financial losses due to fraudulent clicks that skew their advertising metrics. Moreover, cybersecurity firms and IT departments bear the burden of defending against the relentless onslaught of threats emanating from Vane Viper's network. The sheer volume of DNS queries, approximately 1 trillion in the past year, places immense strain on security resources and highlights the need for robust threat detection and mitigation strategies. This challenge is compounded by the network's use of shell companies and opaque ownership structures, which complicate efforts to trace and dismantle the operation. Regulatory bodies are also impacted, as the rise of such networks prompts calls for stricter regulations and oversight of digital advertising practices. The lack of accountability within the adtech industry raises questions about the effectiveness of current policies in safeguarding consumers and businesses alike. In summary, Vane Viper's operations create a ripple effect, threatening the security of individual users, the financial health of companies, the efficacy of cybersecurity measures, and the integrity of regulatory frameworks. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, addressing these multifaceted impacts will require a coordinated effort from all stakeholders involved. As organizations navigate the evolving landscape of cybersecurity threats, particularly those stemming from sophisticated networks like Vane Viper, it is imperative to adopt a multifaceted approach to protect their digital assets. First and foremost, enhancing DNS security is essential. By implementing advanced DNS filtering solutions, organizations can block malicious domains associated with known threats, significantly reducing the risk of exposure to malware and ad fraud. Additionally, regular security audits and vulnerability assessments should be a staple in any organization's cybersecurity strategy. By identifying weaknesses in their digital infrastructure, businesses can proactively address potential entry points for cybercriminals. This includes monitoring for compromised websites and ensuring that all software, especially content management systems like WordPress, are kept up to date with the latest security patches. Moreover, fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness among employees is crucial. Training sessions that educate staff about phishing tactics, social engineering schemes, and the risks associated with push notifications can empower them to recognize and report suspicious activities. This human element acts as a frontline defense against many of the techniques employed by threat actors. Organizations should also consider implementing comprehensive incident response plans. These plans should outline clear steps for identifying, containing, and recovering from a cyber incident, ensuring that teams are prepared to act swiftly in the event of a breach. This preparedness can mitigate damage and restore normal operations more efficiently. Engaging with threat intelligence services can further enhance an organization's defense posture. By leveraging insights from cybersecurity firms, businesses can stay informed about emerging threats and adapt their strategies accordingly. This proactive stance allows organizations to anticipate and counteract the tactics used by networks like Vane Viper. Finally, collaboration with industry peers and cybersecurity experts can lead to shared insights and resources. By participating in information sharing initiatives, organizations can collectively strengthen their defenses against common threats and contribute to a more secure digital ecosystem. In this way, a concerted effort across the industry can help mitigate the risks posed by complex networks like Vane Viper and safeguard organizational integrity in an increasingly perilous landscape. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.